of the things that sort of came across, I thought, quite clearly was the business that the dancers were doing with sort of bending over, you know, and the hands to the gut, and then doing that. And I felt that that was about some pain to do, emotional pain to do with the secrets, and trying to maybe work it out of the gut area, you know. And if so, I wondered if that's true. I mean, was it to do with aiming through this expression for it to be cathartic?
Do you mind?
Does that make sense?
Like, can I say a thing? Like, for example, what we talked really long about was like where for us was our secret. Like where specifically what we felt our secret, like in our body. And I think for me and Judy was most of the time here. And I don't know for Rob, but like, and yeah, we were talking how, I don't know, like when I think about my secret, I feel a pain here. I feel like it gets me here. And that's why when I like was trying to replicate the feeling of my secret and create some movement on it, I really like wanted to start feeling it from where I feel it, if I think about it. That was because my secret, as I said before, is not something like, it's something really emotional, and it came from here. But it, like, we talked really long about how it could have come from here or from other body parts. And actually she really pushed us to explore other places where the secret could have been, but like, because like going back to being truthful, I really felt my secret was coming from here. So that's like from my phrases, from my material, I really felt like I needed to go back to here when I was going back to my secret.
Because even though the core aspect of like the process was the whole secret, the feeling, the emotion, the character, da, da, da. Do you mind to also start laying in and introducing in like actual kind of tasks as such, like playing with centre lines? What are you playing with centre right through? Well, for me, I don't know about everybody else, but there'll be alterations in where my centre was, and how would that one affect my movement, two affect the feeling of like the character. So that all those information is also fed into the creating of the movement vocabulary as well. So for me, it was really interesting to have that practical task, as well as laying on truth, as well as laying on like your character as such, as well as laying on interactions with you, with the fellow performers,
And the
audience, and the cameras,
Do you feel like you're
while having fun.
you feel-
You know, there's some occasions that it stays there, and not just stays there for an hour, it stays for a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and you work on it for a week, 2 weeks. So it does get quite intense, and then it does really transform into its really own state of being, which, yeah.
Does that make your secret easier to deal with, the fact that you've spent time thinking about it? Or is it...
I don't know, see, for me, like I've said it before, like, it really does act in a weird way, some kind of therapy. In a weird way, because you're not forced,
Use
but...
me.
Yeah, but you're not forced, you're not, in a way, you're forced to face it, you're forced to look at it, and forced to communicate and identify with it, and really grab hold of it, and like, what are you?
For
What are
me,
you
no.
doing?
It's just, for me, my secret's a memory, so it's like reliving it, and personally I don't really like reliving it, but it's something that happened and you have to...
Did you feel you got rid of it?
I'm sorry?
Did you feel you got rid of it?
No. And I think I won't probably get rid of it.
Does it get to a place when you're performing, because you've been through that research and made choreography or made movement, that when you're actually performing on stage in front of the audience, in front of the camera, like, are you in that secret, or are you in like performance?
There's moments when I'm in it, and then there's moments when, because it's a work in progress, there's moments when I'm like, oh, okay, what phrase comes next, you know, dance. So there's moments when I'm like deeply in it, and I feel I'm carrying it. And then there's moments when my character, I pull out of it, because it's a memory, and my character comes back to this.
Personally in touch with them, so you can personally add feeling, etc. to what is somebody else's secret. How are you getting to that detail?
Not easy.
it's not easy.
It's weird to
Well, some
word
people-
it.
Some people were quite specific when they donated a secret. They're like, we're relating to something, like, they were talking about something. So I think what humanity is to, like, catalog secrets, isn't it? And in a way, once we read all the secrets, as dancers, we went through all the secrets, and we probably supposed what that secret was about from what they wrote. And so, like, reading that secret was like trying to find in that secret the emotion that could relate to mine. And so I got those words, I chose that secret because I thought it was somehow emotionally or thematically close to mine. And that,
I think maybe you get drawn towards a particular secret the same way you might have a favourite colour. You know, you have that natural connection already, so therefore a little bit of that's already hooked in, and then I guess then it's just growing that little seed into something a bit bigger.
So some secrets are not going, potentially may never be portrayed because you may never have a dancer that can empathise with.
But this is a part of the big project. You're totally correct. This is a part of the big project. The big project is not only dancing, but it's as well a lot of installation that are sensorial. So whatever secret is going to come in, it's going to be worked on, not necessarily physically, but as well visually and sound-wise and sensually. So every secret is going to be portrayed. So start writing them down now.
Okay, so for me as an audience, when I look at the performance, which is completely new to me, there's a lot of symbolism in what you do. And I think for me it was almost like to have the talk before the performance, so I could, like you, kind of go inside your thoughts and not only the dance. So somehow when you do the whole thing, maybe you should start with a dance, then have a talk, so you can all go inside your way of thinking, and then continue.
That will structure completely the way you're going to feel. It's like we're holding you by the hand. And I think we discussed this a lot as well. Because we have, we're trying to make it as inclusive, is that the right word? Like as transparent as possible. But if we come and explain what it is all about, it's like we conditioned you for what you're going to see.
And there's so much richness. There's so much richness in the thoughts. Like I can look at what you do and enjoy the performance and the movement and try to imagine. But I like the secret of your secret, the secret movement of the secret thought. Because that combination, I think it would make it even stronger, the enjoyment.
I would say that I would agree with this lady here. I think for people who are maybe not used to watching dance, that it is actually quite complicated and difficult to follow. I really enjoyed it, but that having a talk first, or alternatively introducing the characters one at a time, so you kind of engage with them and their secret one at a time, and then see them as separate. And then maybe they come together to help certain bits of each person's story. But for me, as a whole, it was wonderful to watch, but I didn't necessarily understand all the different levels and the complexities of each individual's secret. It was, I think that a way of signposting and helping people might be good for people who are not so used to watching this kind of performance.
Maybe it's just dance, it's not school. You don't need to understand everything, you just watch dance. Dancers are not to talk.
No, I agree, like the enjoyment is complete in terms of the looking and seeing. But there is a richness in addition, because it's a story as well. It's a thought, and that's what you want to enjoy as
From my
well.
point of view, I don't know anything about dance, but I really enjoyed the performance as it was, and then afterwards sit back, oh right, that's what that was about. To me it was fine as it was. That's just my personal view.
The dance is out, isn't it? Come on, girls. Come on, bring it up.
Hold Lisa down. Right.
Do you picture that this end production will be in a theatre?
No.
Good.
That leads to my point.
Because I think this will
God.
help this problem is the fact that if it was slightly like, if there was 4 solos going on, I don't know if it would, I I don't know if it's a building or
Yeah.
or a place that you could stay and watch that dancer for 20 minutes, and then you could choose to go somewhere else, and then maybe understand what that dancer, or maybe not understand, but just enjoy what they're doing. But I definitely don't, I really enjoyed your performance. I think it was really great, and this kind of atmosphere is really amazing because we are so close to you. But if this was in a bigger space, it would be so lost. Like I want to be up close to you guys and hear your breath and feel your sweat on me and all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah.
Do it.